Gaming has changed the world we live in, and I'm not talking about the running with a stick and hoop, ball in cup, wearing pantaloons kind of gaming. I'm talking about the special effects, loads of noise, shouting at the TV, blood everywhere, finish this quest before you punch the screen in kind of gaming.
And these guys
But what if I were to tell you that there are thousands of people out there who stream games online and manage to make a living out of it? Twitch is an online streaming platform created in 2011. It has grown in popularity over the past 4 years and brings in a living for a vast amount of streamers. The watchers donate money to the streamers they find most entertaining, in some cases donating thousands of pounds at a time. So how did I find out about Twitch?
Should you leave it at the top of your bank?
My boyfriend started watching Twitch a few months ago. In all honesty, I was pretty pissed off with the amount of attention the gamers were getting rather than I was. I just don't get it. What do they get out of watching them? Why do people donate so much money to these streamers? Is it a sex thing? Why don't they just play games rather than watch them? I want to find out, so let me introduce my streamers.
You say something?
This is Adam, also known as Boaty. He's an ex-university student with a huge beard and an obsession with whales. This is Debbie, also known as Weefs. She's a fiery-haired, 30-something games blogger from London and lives with her fiancé. And last but by no means least, this is Jason, a maths graduate from York, who lives with his family and streams for fun in his spare time.
This is where I used to live stream. If you just transition the desk that was up there exactly down here. There's some of my whales. That is my third biggest, I think. Second biggest being down there. And then you'll literally just look around and see whales scattered around the place. Like, there's my smallest one. So that's the size comparison and how they sort of stretch there. Then there's an inflatable one just chilling.
The first stop on my journey is Manchester. Adam has lived here for about 16 years. He recently left university to pursue streaming as a full-time career. His channel has grown in popularity, moving from strength to strength, and believes that if his success continues, he may have enough money to retire within the next 5 years.
My brother was saying, you know, those basketball games?
On average, Adam gets around 50 subscribers a day and can make between £10 and £150 a minute. Why whales?
I can show you which one later, but when I was about 7 years old, I was at like a school sale thing. I don't know what they're called. When the school just sells off all this cheap stuff, and I bought a whale for 20p, and it started from there. And now I think I've got about 87 stuffed whales or something. Basically, every single person in my family has been a gamer in a way, my dad included. I used to play games with my dad, offline ones, and like we'd play together and stuff. I played the same games that he played, and then that branched into some of the games that my brothers played. That's when I started to get into online games. I started playing things like Quake and some Medal of Honor games online. And then in about 2003, that's when I actually found RuneScape, and I've been playing that ever since, fairly religiously. Not like an everyday thing. There's been on and off moments as well, but that's the game I've definitely played the most. But online gaming probably since I was about 5 years old.
While visiting Adam, I got in touch with Jason. He's from York and has been streaming since university. He's partnered with Twitch and can make a sufficient amount of money off it. However, his family doesn't know about how much he streams and worries about what they might say. As they don't know about his streaming, I had to meet him in a park near his house.
My very first stream was probably February 2013. That was when I did the charity marathon, playing games 5 days straight with my friends. That was how I found Twitch actually, through these charity marathons. And then I branched out and then found out about speedrunning, which is playing games as fast as possible, and I've been doing that since.
Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm Weefs and this is Deus Ex.
My last stop is London. I'm here to meet Debbie. She has recently given up her job to try and break into the niche of streamers who are able to make a living from it. She is a games journalist and runs a website. So far, she hasn't been too successful and is finding it hard to break even.
People have commented on that because you can see it in my stream window.
How many games do you reckon you have in total?
Well, Steam tells me I have 210 on my PC alone. I don't know, 400? I have been gaming my entire life. So when I was about 5 or 6, we're talking mid-80s here, my dad came home with an Amstrad CPC 464, I believe it is. One of those really when you load games off cassette tapes. So you sit there, you hit play, and you sit there for like 5 minutes. You go outside and do something, come back, and your game is finally loaded. So I've been gaming from then all the way until now. I missed the whole console generation. Like I was a PC gamer the whole time. I was playing things like Baldur's Gate and that kind of stuff. And then about 7 years ago, I think, when basically the Xbox 360 was my first console. So there's this whole culture of people going like, oh, the Nintendo 64, oh, the GameCube. I'm like, what? For a while, my mom was like, oh, Deb, you should get a job, you know, you should go back to work. Like, I used to be a data analyst for the NHS. I have done real work. But I actually quit that in order to work on my other website, which is called oneserving.com. It's about food portions. What does one serving look like? You know, allegedly, a very easy way to, like, guess when you're looking at stuff without having to weigh it out and all that, you know. But after I quit, I wound up procrastinating on that and doing a lot of Average Gamer stuff instead. My website's called The Average Gamer. So I thought, well, I guess I want to do this.
I think it was like the 4th of January or something. I just had like my 3rd crazy stream recently. I was just in bed at night for a long time contemplating, do I want to do accountancy? Will I be able to continue this live streaming in 2 years when university gets a bit more intense, when I have my work experience and all that stuff? And then that was ticking over my head a few times. And the next day, I had another crazy stream, so it was there again. Then the next day after that, I had another insane stream. So after that, when I ended the stream, went down, told my parents that I'm actually considering pursuing a career in entertainment rather than accountancy. And then 4 seconds silence, and my mum just said straight away, yeah, I agree, I think that might be the right decision for you. And this is before they knew how much I earned. So my parents support me through everything. Had they not supported that, I might have had a different decision. But the fact that they instantly supported it, no hesitation, no nothing, and then were telling me a bit more of what was going to happen, was just like, that was just it. As soon as I got the yes from my parents, I was like, okay, I'm going to now pursue live streaming as a career.
Listening to the way he's got himself set up, he just seems so professional, so confident. We're amazed by him, to be honest. It was when he decided to jack it in at university to take it up full time. It was something we had to think about, but I think we knew that it was in his heart to do it, and he could always go back to university later. So why not?
This isn't the place that I might be getting yet, but it's one of the nicest places I've seen. Basically, I just remember I walked in. It's the exterior, but I'm getting a flat in there, which is around the back, which you can't quite see. But I remember I walked in. I just walked into this room, and like I said, if I had my lasers in one corner, facing the other one with a smoke machine going off for the entire room, I could basically turn that room into my own little club room or something. Obviously, got a nice big TV on the wall and stuff, but the actual interior is really nice. And downstairs, it doesn't actually show any of the bedrooms, but it has one bedroom which would be perfect to put all my live streaming stuff into when I can get hold of when I can get the mortgage all sorted and stuff. Hopefully, it doesn't get sold to someone else, but from looking at some of the houses, this one's just ideal for everything that I want. As a hobby, it gave a huge amount of revenue compared to other things. Like, I was making more doing it as a hobby and like just part-time than most of my friends were doing for like doing like weekends at like a supermarket or something like that. So at my age, I didn't really see myself needing to get like a job, because if I got a job myself, it would have been a supermarket, something like that. And the revenue I would have made off live streaming was more, so there wasn't any like logical reason for me to properly get one. So I just stuck with the live streaming and just did that in my part-time instead of searching for a job instead and sacrificing the live streaming. I started on about $300 a month, and then recently it can go up to like $4,000, $5,000 a month, if not more than that.
How much does this all cost you?
The computer was $1,450. The headphones were about £140. The mouse was about £50. The mouse mat was $25. The updated webcam was about £55, I believe. That's my microphone. That was about £90. This monitor is a 144 Hz. Costs about £350. This monitor I got for Christmas. It's about 200 and something pound. Keyboard was about 140. Once again, don't really need to upgrade that until it breaks.
Okay, I get why so many people stream. The money sounds incomparable and so easy. So I channeled my inner nerd, which wasn't as hard as I thought, created myself a wonderfully tacky themed profile, found a game I wouldn't embarrass myself playing, get some of these berries, gathered a few followers, and began a stream I thought people would be interested in. I want to find out what makes these Twitch watchers tick. How's it going today? So yeah, what makes you guys, why are you watching today? Oh, thank you, Red Fee. What, like, do you watch mostly men, women? Or is it just people who just take your interest, really? Elliot, but obviously there is a physical attraction when watching a woman, hence why a high proportion of female streamers are successful.
One of my biggest donations, I'm pretty sure, was a guy trying to recruit me to be a cam girl. For a while, I would get, like, much the same sort of thing. Someone would come in and just be like, oh, boobs, get your boobs out. Like, no. So that's why one of the rules in my channel is, not because I think anyone will obey it, but just so I can point to it when I inevitably ban people. The 5th rule in my channel beyond, you know, don't be racist, don't be an asshole, is do not ask me to flash. There is plenty of porn on the internet. Like, we get a lot of that, but guys get crap as well.
Well, when you're making a real life video on YouTube and you have ginger hair, you have to expect something like that to come in. But it's never really offended me. Like all my close friends, they always we always have like just like throw shots at each other back and forth. We just have a good time, and all my friends always throw shots at my hair. So it just became a common thing, really. I enjoyed it happening. It didn't offend me in the slightest. So whenever someone tries to troll me, most of them just try and like take a dig at my hair curl. I'm just there, like it doesn't offend me, and it just makes it comical instantly. So with trolling online, nothing's really properly offended me, so I can just take it and enjoy it, really, I guess.
Have you ever donated to anyone? Would you ever donate? And if so, how much have you ever donated? I donated someone $1 to buy a Freddo and eat it on stream. Fair enough. I think most people donate for their 2-second big spotlight on the bigger channels.
I have donated to certain people, or well, on Twitch you can subscribe to people. I've subscribed to many people. It's just basically like supporting them, like as a streamer or as a friend, streamer friend.
Biggest donation to me as an individual is £1,000, and I've had that donation twice actually, by 2 different people. Both of them are from Norway. I know one of them quite well. He's my top donator. He's donated a total of £4,050 to myself. How did that make me feel? I actually remember when it happened, because the person who actually donated the other 1,000 at exactly the same time, he donated me £150. Then 5 seconds later, the other person had donated me 1,000. So the 150 came up. Then it instantly replaced with 1,000. I was already going nuts that the 150 came in. Then when the 1,000 came in, I didn't even know what I did. I just went crazy. Got my dad up to show him, and then he was really like impressed in a way, but I don't know how I felt. Like I was shocked that normally when I have a donation coming, it's something like a £5 from someone just saying thank you so much for the streaming. Then things like £1,000 come in, and I was sat there like I just made £1,000 in 10 seconds. Like it's crazy to think about, and the fact that it's happened twice as well.
There's that guy who people reckon is an Arabian prince or something, just going around going, hey, here's $6,000.
Why do you think he does that? Do you think it's another tip thing?
I think he's bored, and he has a lot of money.
A Twitch viewer using the alias Amhai has donated hundreds of thousands of pounds to streamers across the world. The most recent was in January 2015, where Amhai donated a total of €69,000. He donated in small instalments of €1,000 to €2,000 to a streamer named Liberty. So who is Amhai? There are rumours circulating he's an Arabian prince. Others say he's an oil baron, and others think that the money may be related to terrorism. However, sadly, there's little information about Amhai on the internet, and only a small handful know how to get in touch with him directly.
I assume it's like, us giving out a tenner. Only he knows he's changing people's lives, and it's amazing. And there's probably a bit of a sense of power in there. He knows he can do that, but in a very generous way.
He's definitely not giving up his identity anytime soon. And secondly, he certainly loves streamers.
I don't think as streamers we should be expecting donations as such like that, and I don't think Twitch is a career long haul. Like, who knows what will happen in 5-10 years? Like, after that, what's gonna happen? Like, on your CV you just got playing your games for the last 5 or 10 years. You can say you're an entertainer, but there's no backup to it, I don't think, personally.
After these couple of days, I do get it. And for the fact that, like, games, like, especially talking and these games are, like, so addictive, and it makes sense. Okay, I'm going to attack this. Attack! Ah! Anyway, but yeah, the games are just so addictive, and I do get, like, why people do it. It does make sense.
In 10 years, I would like I do not see the website I work on dying anytime soon. Like things like YouTube, I don't see that dying because it's just such a big site. Twitch was recently bought by Amazon, which is not going to die anytime soon, for $1 billion. So I'm pretty sure Twitch will be around for a long time. If I could be live streaming in 10 years from now, yeah, I reckon I'd still enjoy it, because obviously at 30 I'd still consider myself quite young. Obviously I don't know where my life might be, like you said, if I had a family, like for all I know I could have a family then, so things might become more difficult to do it. But like I said, my viewers support me so well that maybe I don't have to live stream as much as I do right now, but I could still live stream here and there, and they'd still understand everything completely and just like support that as well. So if I could still be live streaming in 10 years, that'd be fantastic, because I do know people who live stream at ages like that and still pull huge audience and are still very likable characters.
Am I going to still be doing it in 10 years? Is it still going to be a thing in 10 years? Will people get bored of donating money to streamers? Maybe. Maybe it'll become more of a professional type thing, like YouTube is, moving towards, well, has moved towards networks now. As an individual, it's very hard to get anywhere. That may be the way Twitch goes.
I've met a lot of lovely people on my journey. Everyone from my British streamers to the ones online. I can see why people stream to entertain, and other people watch these streamers as if they're presenters on a TV programme. Additionally, I got double the amount of viewers and followers in 3 days than my boyfriend did in 3 months. Is this because I have breasts? Probably. The support I've had from the people online has been overwhelming, and the down-to-earth and modest personalities of Adam, Jason and Debbie have been a breath of fresh air. As for me and my boyfriend... Go, 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 go! Okay, bye. Right. Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah, no, I'll be streaming for the rest of the week.
Funny story from being... Oh, I've got a fantastic one, actually. And it happened last month, actually. My cousin was round, and we were just drinking and playing poker downstairs, and I was telling him, do you want to go and do a live stream later on where we're both, like, drunk? And then we decided to do this thing where people can actually go on live stream and donate. This is sort of a way where you're buying the entertainment, but you can do a thing called donations for shots. And we set this thing where people had to donate £10 for both of us to take one shot each. And at this time, I already had about 8 cans of Strongbow. I had about 8 pints of Strongbow before I even went on the live stream, because I wasn't expecting to do the shots as well. So within us turning the stream on, within 15 minutes, £300 had been donated. We both owed 30 shots. We had bottles each. We had drank a whole 70 centilitres of the bottle straight away. And then about 10 minutes later, I projectile vomited on the live stream.
Oh! Oh, in the bin! The worst part is I'm live streaming this right now.
The next day, I woke up, turned the stream, and I was there like puking, like don't vomit, don't want to calm down. Like, every time I do a drunk stream now, everyone's just waiting for this projectile vomit. But had a bit too much that night. What happened? But that's probably one of the funniest things that's happened on my stream.